Hi, I'm Jay Johnson, President and CEO of WindowPurchase.com, which is an interactive learning site for Windows. I've also written How to Shop for Windows and Doors and What Window Companies Don't Want You to Know. And there's a new, as of January 2019, PDF condensed version of What Window Companies Don't Want You to Know on my website, WindowPurchase.com. Anyway, here's your tip of the day. In-house financing. You have somebody come out for windows and doors and they give you a price. And you don't finance it, and it's a lower price, and you finance it, and it's a higher price, but it's a no-interest loan. So what's going on? Well, let's get into it. Let's say that you own the bank, and you go around to these vendors and you say, use my services. Tell your customers to use my services. Well, you're going to say, well, what's in it for the customer? Well, it's a no-interest loan. But if they're paying more for it, how is it no interest? Well, there's a difference between a no-interest loan and free financing. As the bank, unless you're counting on every client you get to default on that loan and pay a lot of accrued interest, which is a bad gamble, then there must be a fee in there somewhere. Well, right, it's a contractor's fee. Okay, so what? Let's just bring it out in the open. It's not secret squirrel stuff. Let's say, and I'm just using numbers, let's say to do a 1-year finance, it might be 4%. To do a 2-year finance, it might be 7.5%. To do a 5-year, it might be 15%. Whatever it is, it is. Just throw it out there. Now, I find a lot of companies bury that in the price. They hide it in the price. They're not honest about it. They're not transparent about it. Somehow, magically, you get a number, and then the customer says, well, what if I want to finance? Oh, no problem. Let's start the paperwork. And now the price didn't change. If the price doesn't change when you want to do the financing, somebody buried that fee into the pricing already. I'm telling you right now, banks ain't giving away money all day long for free. They're always getting something back. Whether you want to admit it, whether you want to disclose it, that's a different subject. Now, if a company wants to risk doing their own in-house financing, then maybe there is no fee. But that risk is on them. Most companies will use banks, and if you're using a bank, even though it's a no-interest loan, trust me, there's a fee if you're financing. That's why a lot of these ads that you see, buy a window at $200 off and get 4 years free financing. Okay, so that's the plan. But what if you don't do the financing? Well, now it may have been $350 off a window, or $400 off a window, or whatever, because there's no fee that has to be hidden or transparently exposed to the client on what the price difference is. Car dealers do it all the time. Get $3,000 cash back or 0% financing. Rarely do you get both. But somebody's always paying. If the money's not coming from you, and unless the place is doing in-house financing and taking that risk on themselves, somebody's always paying for the financing, even though it may be titled as a no-interest loan. Anyway, it is what it is. My name's Jay Johnson, WindowPurchase.com. Please subscribe to my site. Thank you so much, and keep watching for more tips.